Hi there, welcome to our informational video on pool tables in hot rooms. Now, you may not instantly think that having a hot room with a pool table in it will be an issue, but it is, and I'll explain to you in this video why. So what would constitute a hot room? Well, it's generally rooms that are on the sunny side of the house or conservatories where you've got sunlight beating in, there's no ventilation, the temperature can get really high. The worst case scenario is a conservatory. If you haven't got any blinds, you've got no windows, no doors open, it can get over 40 degrees in that space, and that can have an effect on your pool table. The thing that it will affect is things that use glue. So it's two things, it's cloths and it's any laminate. So if you've got a laminate table, it will affect the glue that attaches the laminate to the table. And if you've got a solid wood table, if it gets hot, it can cause the wood to crack. Okay, so let's explain a little bit more about the cloth and the glue that's used. Because the cloth will need to be replaced at some point, either because you've worn it out, it's got damaged, or you just want a change of type of cloth or colour or whatever. You have to be able to remove that cloth from the slate easily. If you use a really strong hard adhesive, you can never get all the bits off. It's a right nightmare to scrape all of that off and takes hours. And so the type of glue that's used is easy to remove, but therefore can be really affected by the heat. And by heat, I mean over sort of 25 degrees. So if it does get hot, the glue can give up and it will come off. And either around the pockets, you can sort of find that it lifts, or at the ends or sides of the table, and the cloth will lose its tautness. Okay, so first of all, prevention is better than cure. So don't let your room get hot. If you are going to have a really hot room, there's nothing you can do to bring the temperature down. So like it's a conservatory, then you're going to be best off moving your pool table out of that particular space. Or keep it well ventilated, get some blinds. If you've got blinds, make sure that they're closed, but it's really worth paying close attention to making sure that that space doesn't get hot and affect your pool table. If you do need a solution, that has happened, it's too late, your cloth has come loose, well, you can just go onto Amazon. If you just search for pool table cloth adhesive, you'll find a product called Ambersil. It's about £12 for a can, and that's the glue that's used to attach a cloth, and you can simply spray some of that onto the bit that needs gluing down, stretch it down, hold it in place, let it go off. You're probably going to need to sort of clamp it to keep it in place, depending on where it is and how taut it is. And then that will glue your cloth back down. And it's worth remembering that your cloth is classed as a consumable. So it's like buying tyres for your car. It's one of those things that will get worn just through use, and it needs you to care for it. So it's really important that you take care. Don't let your room get hot. If it does get too hot, the glue comes away. And one last thing to add is don't be tempted to go overboard and use super glue. If you use super glue on there, just because you've got a bottle to hand and you think, well, that's not going to come unstuck again, the risk is that when you do want to have your table recovered, you're just going to leave clumps of cloth behind or have very, very hard glue that'll be very hard to remove when you need to have it reclothed. So yeah, steer clear of super glue, use the proper stuff. As I say, it's Ambersil, and you can get it on Amazon, £12 a can. Okay, so hopefully you found that helpful. If you'd like to check out our other videos covering off other things about maintaining your pool table or other issues you might come across and how to deal with those, check out our YouTube channel. It's got loads of info on there, and hopefully you can find the information that you need.